Have you ever laid awake at night, replaying every moment, every conversation, every little detail, trying to figure out where it all went wrong? Have you ever given your heart to someone only to realize you were never really hers to begin with? She liked you, she enjoyed your company, but deep down you weren't him. You weren't the man she truly wanted. You were convenient, a backup plan, a placeholder until someone better came along. That realization, it burns, it eats at you. It makes you question everything, your worth, your identity, your value as a man. You gave her attention, loyalty, time. You were always available. You answered her texts instantly. You cancelled plans for her. You gave her all the emotional security she wanted, but in the end, she still walked away. Why? Because you were too easy to have. Because she knew without a doubt that no matter what she did, you would still be there. The cold truth is this: people don't chase what they already own, and she owned you. But here's where everything changes. This pain you feel, this rejection, it isn't a death sentence, it's an awakening. This is your moment to shift from a man who waits to a man who walks away, from a man who seeks validation to a man who demands respect, from a man who was forgotten to a man she will never forget. Because here's the secret: the moment you stop needing her, the moment you become indifferent, the moment you turn inward and build yourself into a man of focus, power, and absolute self-control, that's the moment everything changes. Not just for you, for her. She will notice. She will feel it. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday, she will look back and realize what she lost. The question is, will you even care by then? If you're done being an option, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I refuse to be an option. Now let's begin. Number 1, the harsh truth. She never saw you as her first choice. Let's stop pretending. Let's stop sugarcoating reality. The truth is brutal, but it will set you free. She never truly saw you as the one. Maybe she told you she liked you. Maybe she even said she loved you. But words are cheap. Her actions told you everything. If you were really the man she wanted, she wouldn't have hesitated. She wouldn't have kept you waiting. She wouldn't have been unsure. But she was. You were the guy she leaned on when she was lonely. The guy who made her feel better when her real interest wasn't giving her attention. You were the safe choice. The dependable one. The one who gave without demanding anything in return. And at first, that might have made you feel special. But deep down, you knew something was off. The way she took hours to text back, but instantly responded to someone else. The way she gave you just enough affection to keep you around, but never enough to make you feel secure. The way she always seemed excited about other men, her type, the ones who had her full attention, but with you, it felt more like a favor. Let me tell you what happened. She sensed your neediness. She saw that you wanted her more than she wanted you. And that imbalance, that's what killed it. Because in her mind, the man who is truly valuable isn't chasing. He isn't waiting. He isn't available like that. And here's the part that hurts. If she ever met a man who truly captivated her, who made her heart race, who she genuinely desired, she would have dropped everything for him. No hesitation, no confusion, no, I just need time to figure things out. When a woman meets a man she really wants, she knows, instantly. But that man wasn't you. And you have two choices right now. You can sit in this pain, let it consume you, let it define you, or you can face reality head-on and use this as the fuel to become something greater. Because here's the beauty in all of this. This isn't the end. This is the beginning. She never saw your value? Good. Now you have the chance to build yourself into a man so powerful, so untouchable, that one day she will wish she had. But by then, she'll just be another face in your past. If you're done chasing illusions, if you're ready to see the truth for what it is, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I see things as they are, not as I wish them to be. Number 2. The mistake that made her lose interest. Attraction isn't lost in a single moment. It's eroded over time. It fades with every desperate text, every act of overinvestment, every time you put her on a pedestal while she barely lifted a finger for you. You probably thought that if you just showed her how much you cared, if you were patient, if you proved your loyalty, she would eventually realize your worth. Nope, that's not how it works. Because here's the mistake that made her lose interest. You gave too much, and she had to give nothing in return. See, in relationships, balance matters. The moment one person starts chasing while the other pulls away, attraction crumbles. And you made the fatal mistake of wanting her too much. Maybe you didn't say it outright, but she could feel it. She could sense the way you prioritized her over yourself. She noticed how you were always the first to text, how you kept trying to make her happy while she put in minimal effort. And every time you did that, you became less of a challenge, less of a prize, less of a man she had to earn. She didn't lose interest because you weren't good enough. She lost interest because you were too easy to have. That's the dark psychological truth. When something is given freely, it's taken for granted. People don't value what they don't have to work for. That's why the men she chased were the ones who never prioritized her. The ones who remained mysterious, unpredictable, just out of reach. And you? You were the opposite. You were always there. You thought consistency would win her over. You thought kindness and availability would make her choose you. But what really happened is that every time she felt your need for her, she pulled away. Because deep down, women don't respect men who are desperate for their approval. But don't hate her for this. Don't resent her. Because this is your wake-up call. This is the moment you realize that your worth as a man is not tied to a woman's validation. You don't need her to see your value. You just need to see it for yourself. From now on, no more over-investing, no more chasing, no more trying to prove yourself to anyone. You are the prize. And the right woman? She'll recognize that without you having to convince her. If you're done proving your worth to people who don't deserve it, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I control my emotions. They don't control me. Number 3. Disappearing act. Why walking away is the ultimate power move. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly disappeared? Not just ignoring her texts for a few hours, not just posting something to make her jealous. I mean vanishing. Completely. No calls, no messages, no updates, nothing. Most men can't do it. Most men stay hooked, waiting for a sign, waiting for hope. They leave the door open, thinking maybe, just maybe, she'll realize her mistake and come back. But here's the truth. As long as she knows you're there, she'll never value you. That's why walking away is the most powerful move you'll ever make. See, when you walk away completely, something happens in her mind. At first, she might not care. She might even feel relieved, thinking you were just another guy who came and went. But then, time passes, and suddenly she notices something's missing. Your attention, gone. Your presence, erased. And that's when the real psychological shift begins. Because now she has to wonder. Where did you go? What are you doing? Who are you with? She scrolls through her phone, but there's nothing from you. She checks social media, but you've gone silent. And in that silence, doubt creeps in. Because before she was certain she had you, she was sure that if she wanted, she could snap her fingers and you'd come running. But now she doesn't know. And uncertainty, that's what makes people obsessed. This is how the human mind works. We crave what's missing. We desire what we can't have. And the more she realizes that you're not coming back, the more her mind will twist itself in knots, trying to figure out why. And here's the best part. By the time she realizes she misses you, you won't care anymore. Because while she was busy wondering where you went, you were busy building yourself. So disappear, Not for her, but for you. Walk away and mean it. Let her experience life without you. Because the moment you do, that's the moment she starts to remember what she lost. If you're done being predictable, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My absence is my greatest power. Number 4. The silent comeback. Leveling up in the shadows. The weak seek revenge. The strong seek improvement. And the smartest men? They don't announce either. They just disappear and come back unrecognizable. See, most men make one of two mistakes after walking away. Some beg for another chance, exposing their weakness. Others try to show off, posting pictures, flexing, trying to make her jealous. But the real power move? Silence. Because silence is unsettling. Silence makes people wonder. Silence forces her to imagine things that aren't even happening. That's where your comeback begins. Not with words, not with announcements, but in the shadows. Because while she's out there living the same life, thinking you're still the same guy, you're quietly transforming. You're in the gym, sculpting a body that demands respect. You're making money moves, elevating yourself financially. You're mastering your emotions, learning discipline, becoming a man who cannot be swayed by temporary feelings. And the best part, she won't see it coming. One day, she'll check in. Maybe she'll scroll through your profile. Maybe she'll hear about you from someone else. What she expects to see: a man still hurting, a man still waiting, a man still stuck in the past. But instead, she sees a version of you that is untouchable, a version of you that no longer needs her or anyone, a version of you that has become so focused, so driven, so powerful, that she's forced to do something she never thought she would: reconsider. That's the moment the power shifts. That's when she starts wondering, what if I made a mistake? But here's the truth. By the time she realizes it, you'll have already moved on. Because this journey was never about making her regret. This was never about getting her back. This was about becoming a man she could never deserve again. So level up. In silence. Let your results speak louder than your words. Because when she finally notices, it won't be because you told her. It'll be because she felt it. If you're done talking and ready to start building, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I build. I grow. I rise. Number 5. When she realizes she lost you. There comes a moment, a shift. It doesn't happen overnight, and at first she doesn't even notice. She's out living her life, assuming you're still the same, assuming you're still waiting. But then something changes. Maybe she sees you out somewhere, looking sharper, stronger, different. Maybe she hears your name in a conversation, someone mentioning how you've been thriving. Or maybe, just maybe, she randomly checks your profile, expecting the same man she left behind, only to realize that man no longer exists. That's when it hits her. You're not broken. You're not sulking. You're not waiting for her to come back. No, you've elevated. And not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and financially. Suddenly, she remembers the way you used to look at her, the way you once prioritized her, the way she could always count on your attention, your devotion, your time. And for the first time, she realizes it's gone. And here's the dark truth. People don't feel loss until something is truly unavailable. She never thought she'd lose you because, in her mind, you were always an option. But now you're the one she can't reach. She starts to replay memories, the way you used to be, the things you did for her, the effort you put in. She starts comparing you to the men she's with now, the ones who don't care, the ones who don't invest, the ones who treat her like just another option. And she begins to wonder, did I make a mistake? The answer? Yes. But here's where most men fail. When she comes back, when she tests the waters with a random hey or a meaningless reaction to your story, they fold. They think this is their moment, their second chance. Nope. This isn't about her anymore. This is about you, because by the time she realizes what she lost, you've already moved past it. You're not the same man. You don't need her validation. You don't need her attention. You don't need her at all. And that is what makes her regret everything. If you're done looking back, if you're ready to leave the past where it belongs, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I leave the past behind. I embrace my future. Number 6. The inevitable message. When she comes back. It always happens. Maybe it's been months, maybe even a year, but one day when you least expect it, there it is, a message, a notification, a simple "hey" that carries the weight of all her regrets. Why now? Why, after all this time, does she suddenly care? Because she's been watching. Maybe not directly, maybe not openly, but trust me, she never stopped checking. And what she saw, it shook her. The man she once ignored, the one she thought would always be there, he's gone, replaced by someone stronger, someone sharper, someone who no longer needs her. And that's when it hits her. She's not reaching out because she wants to check in. She's reaching out because she feels the loss. Because now you are the one who is unavailable. Her curiosity has turned into regret. Her confidence has turned into doubt. And now, she wants to know if she still has access to you. But here's the part where most men fail. She sends a message, and they respond instantly. They fall back into old habits, thinking, this is my chance. Nope. This isn't about second chances. This isn't about proving anything to her. This is about proving something to yourself. Because the real test isn't whether she comes back. It's what you do when she does. You see, the old version of you, the one who waited, who chased, who longed for her attention, he's dead. And the man you've become, he doesn't need closure. He doesn't need validation. And he definitely doesn't need a recycled love that wasn't real in the first place. So when she reaches out, you have two choices. You can entertain it, you can play the game, you can fall for the nostalgia, let her back in, let history repeat itself, or you can do something far more powerful. You can let her message sit there, unread, unanswered, just like she once made you feel, invisible. Because now you're the one she'll never get back. If you're done giving second chances to people who took you for granted, if you're ready to keep moving forward, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I owe nothing to the past. Number 7. The power of saying nope. There's a moment of clarity every man reaches in his journey, when he realizes that the power he once thought she had over him, it was never real. You see, for so long, you were trapped in the illusion that she was the prize, that if she ever reached out again, if she ever gave you another chance, it would mean something. But now you see the truth. She didn't come back because she suddenly realized your worth. She came back because she lost her control over you. And the ultimate test, the final moment of transformation, it's not in her return, it's in your response. The weak man folds. The weak man entertains her, thinking, maybe she's changed. Maybe this time will be different. Nope. The strong man, he understands one simple fact. When someone undervalues you once, they'll do it again. The only way to break the cycle is to refuse to step back into it. That's the power of saying nope. Nope to the late-night texts. Nope to the I miss you games. Nope to the shallow attempts to reopen a door that you have locked for good. Because saying nope isn't about revenge. It's not about hurting her. It's about respecting yourself. It's about proving to yourself that the man you've become is no longer available for the same treatment that once broke him. She had her chance. She misused it. And now you're done. And trust me, that is what will haunt her the most. Not the fact that you disappeared, not the fact that you leveled up, but the fact that when she finally wanted you back, you were no longer interested. That is what makes you unforgettable. If you're done entertaining the past, if you're ready to stand firm in your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My value is not negotiable. Number 8. The Rise of the Stoic King. This is where everything changes. This is where you stop playing the game and start transcending it. Because at this point, you're no longer just a man who walked away from a woman who didn't value him. You're no longer just someone who leveled up in silence. You have become something greater. A man of complete control, a stoic king. A man who is unmoved by temporary emotions. A man who does not react to things outside of his control. A man whose value is determined by his actions, not by anyone else's validation. See, the weak man lets heartbreak define him. He lets rejection shape his self-worth. He lets the past keep him in chains. But the Stoic King, he is free. Free from attachment, free from needing external approval, free from the illusions that once made him chase people who were never meant for him. And when you reach this level, something incredible happens. You become untouchable. Women feel it, men respect it, the world responds to it, because you are no longer controlled by fleeting emotions or the opinions of others. You are no longer waiting for anything or anyone. You simply are. Strong, focused, unshakable. And the best part, you don't even need to prove this to anyone. Your energy speaks for itself. Your presence demands respect, and those who once overlooked you, they will feel the weight of their mistake every time they think of you. But by then, you won't care. Because a man who has mastered himself does not dwell in the past. He does not seek validation from those who once discarded him. He moves forward, always, with clarity, with strength, with purpose. And that is why he will never be forgotten. If you're done seeking approval, if you're ready to step into your highest self, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am unbreakable. Number 9. She will never forget you. You were never supposed to win. In her mind, you were supposed to stay the same, waiting, longing, hoping. You were supposed to remain a backup plan, a safety net, a man she could come back to whenever she wanted. But you flipped the script. You changed the game. Because now she realizes the truth. You were never the backup plan. You were the one thing she wasn't ready for, the one thing she didn't understand until it was too late. And now she can't forget you. Every man she meets, she will compare to you. Every moment she spends with someone else, she will wonder, why does it feel different? Why don't I feel the same? It's because of what you became. Not bitter, not vengeful, but elevated, untouchable, unshakable. A man who doesn't need her or anyone else to feel whole. A man who walks with purpose, who doesn't chase, who doesn't break under pressure. A man who, when given the chance to go back, simply doesn't look back at all. That is what will haunt her. That is what will stay with her. That is why she will never forget you. But by then, the irony is clear. You won't even care. Because she was never the prize. You were. So let her remember. Let her wonder. Let her feel the loss. But you keep moving forward. You keep growing. You keep becoming something greater than she ever deserved. And that is how you win. If you're done with the past, if you're ready to walk forward as the man you were always meant to be, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I walk away and I never look back. You made it to the end, and if you're still here, that means one thing. You're ready. Ready to stop living in the past. Ready to stop seeking validation. Ready to stop being the man who waits and start being the man who leads. This isn't just about one woman. It never was. This is about you, your growth, your discipline, your ability to control what truly matters, yourself. Because in the end, it was never about making her regret. It was never about proving anything to anyone. It was about becoming a man so powerful, so untouchable, that nothing, not rejection, not loss, not heartbreak, can shake you. And if you take one lesson from this, let it be this. You don't need closure. You don't need revenge. You don't even need her to remember you, because the moment you rise, the moment you build yourself into the man you were always meant to be, the world will never forget you. If you're done waiting, if you're done chasing, if you're ready to step fully into your power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I walk my own path. Stay strong, stay focused, stay stoic. Until next time, Stoic blessing out.